Can you state your name, please?
Angela Hill, and say your name, Mom.
Celestine Reeves.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Reeves. Ms. Anderson?
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, Ms. Reeves and family are here. It's the land bank's position that this property has been in public ownership since 2010. The Wayne County Treasurer foreclosed on this property back in 2009. It was transferred from the Wayne County Treasurer to the City of Detroit in 2010, and it was transferred from the City of Detroit to the Detroit Land Bank in 2014. The land bank demolished the structure that was there, so it incurred the $20,000 cost to demolish the structure. And again, the property has been in government ownership for the past 15 years. I will let Ms. Reeves' daughter understand that Ms. Reeves is elderly, so her daughter would like to speak on her behalf, and then I'll come back.
Ms. Reeves, I'm sorry, Ms.
Reeves Hill.
Okay, Ms. Hill.
I'm my daughter.
Okay.
We was not aware that she even owned that property. We thought her father had gotten rid of that property before he passed. So we wasn't aware that that property was in her name. Then we've been sent, we had another property which has her forwarding address each year. So they could have sent us all the information we needed so we could have saved the house, because we did not want to go in foreclosure. If we had known we had it, we would have took care of it. But them not sending us anything, she said they sent a thing to Alger, and it was how you send it there, and it was the structure half knocked down, and then they sent it to our other address, which that address has all the forwarding addresses you need to send stuff to, because she was keeping up with the taxes on that house because she knew her name's on that house.
Okay.
And my thing is, how do you just take something without trying to find the person who owned the property? And you had the ability to find her because she was already in your system for other properties.
Ms. Anderson?
So Miss Celestine Allen's name originally appeared on title in 1957, and then it came off and it went back on in 1998, where it remained all the way until the time of the foreclosure. I did explain to Ms. Hill that the issue that they have is with the treasurer, not with the Detroit Land Bank, but that this court, the Third Circuit Court, did issue a foreclosure in 2009. I did go an extra step, even though I don't have to. I did look at the FOIA, the Freedom of Information Act, which shows where the treasurer sent, who the treasurer sent notice to, and I do see that they did send notice to Miss Celestine. And I mean, the standard, the law for the treasurer, and I don't work for the treasurer, but it's a reasonable standard, and they did send notice to several addresses. And I explained to Ms. Hill, it's not up to the treasurer to do all that research, but nonetheless, that will be a collateral attack on the foreclosure that happened in 2009. At this point, it's been in the land bank's in public ownership for the past 15 years. The land bank has incurred $20,000 in costs, approximately $20,000 in costs and demolition. So it's our position, the land bank is the rightful owner of the property.
Right, and Ms. Hill, in terms of that, the land bank did take it and they did demolish the home.
We didn't ask nobody to do that. We didn't even know we had the property.
Right.
Like we didn't know we had the property. They sent this paper here last month.
Right, and what they have to do is they just have to put all potential interested party on notice, and that's what apparently happened. But at this juncture, the property is in the possession of the land bank, and all they're trying to do is clear the title. And what they did was send you notice, because they're required to by law. Anybody who was
I don't want the title clear. I want my name to stay on there. If they make something from that land, we should make something. Get their 20, we get the rest.
But at this point in time, due to the fact that it's been in the possession of the land bank for the last 15 years.
But nobody got in contact with anybody. Like I said, they send the mail to a piece of land that they knew they had knocked down.
But how was it that you received notice for this hearing?
They found us. They found us for this, to get our name off. They found us like they could have found us any other time.
So the
It's-
land bank sent notice as to what we're supposed to do via the statute, but again, any issue or objections or what have
Yeah.
you on the 2009 tax foreclosure needs to be addressed there. I explained to Ms. Hill that she would have to file an objection and a motion to get that set aside in order to prevail here. And so if she was to prevail at that hearing, then our judgment would be set aside, but
Right.
that's the recourse.
Yeah, so what she's saying is that the basic, your issue is with regards to the county and the foreclosure and the notice that they failed to give you, not with the land bank. So if you want to pursue this further, you're
Yes,
gonna have to initiate an action against the county treasurer, not necessarily the land bank. Because they received the property from the treasurer, and I understand from your perspective, it was an incorrect, improper notice, but
right.
you'd have to pursue that against the county
Okay, so I will go to the county treasurer.
and file an objection to them, and then you have to work it up that way.
Okay,
All right, thank you. But that being said, the court will enter the judgment in favor of the land bank at this point in time. But Ms. Hill, that's what you'd have to do because the land bank got it from the county, and the county is where apparently they didn't give you the notice that you're supposed to get. That's your perspective.
and so that was the county
Treasurer,
the treasurer of Wayne County.
yes.
Okay,
Okay. All right, thank you for your time.
bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yes, Your Honor. I spoke with Ms. Vasquez and Mr. Trejo regarding this matter. Natalie Joan Gonzalez, she passed away in June of 2025. She had allegedly purchased the property through the fraudulent deed from a Bill San Ramirez, who was, per Mr. Trejo and Ms. Vasquez, was deported. The property is not completed. It would require a full remodel. So I informed them that I can adjourn this hearing to May 13th to take this before my leadership to see if there's anything at all that can be done. I cannot make any guarantees, especially since this was a fraudulent transfer to Ms. Gonzalez, and then Ms. Gonzalez transferred it to Mr. Trejo. I can't guarantee, and the property is not completed. I can't guarantee what will happen. I may be instructed to just move forward and request a judgment of quiet title. But I did inform them that if I am instructed to do a judgment of quiet title, I will go ahead and also enter their information so that if and when the property becomes available for sale, they will receive notification of that. And I also informed them that I cannot make any guarantee about a directed sale to Mr. Trejo.
Okay, so, but the thing we're gonna do is May 13th is in person.
Yes.
Ms. Vasquez, Mr. Trails, that's in person in the courthouse.
Okay,
Okay, so we'll see you then at 3 o'clock.
okay.
Okay, thank you both.
Will we receive anything in the mail?
No, this is your notice. This is
Okay,
your notice.
what's the address?
2 Woodward Avenue. Do
Okay.
you all send notice, Ms. Jameson?
We do send a renotice of the mail. Yes, in the mail.
Okay, so Ms. Jameson said she will send it in the mail.
Okay,
But
thank
it's
you.
Woodward, it's in the city county building
Okay,
on the
Thank you.
17th floor in the city county building, but you'll get the notice in the mail.
okay,
All right, thank you both.
thank you.